Hello, let's play Word500. I'm going to start with Jumpy. All red, I like it. All right, what's our follow-up? Let's use another uncommon letter, like Boxer. 2 yellows. So this is a neat result. So we're going to assume there's no X. I had a question. Why are you starting with an uncommon letter if you're just going to assume it's not in there? Why not just assume it's not in there? Well, the point is Word500 doesn't really tell you what's in the word. It just tells you there's 2 yellows. So by saying, well, I don't think there's going to be an X, it narrows down which ones are yellow, right? If we did 5 common letters, we'd have to be really experimenting with a bunch of yellows. Also, B, 2/3 of the answers. If it has a B, the B's at the start. So we're going to assume the B is not yellow as well. We can always go back, and if our assumptions aren't working, we can always go back. Why don't we just say that the 2 vowels are in, the O and the E, and we'll go from there. So where would we want to put these? Probably just shift them right, like this. Something like scone. It's just fine. 1 yellow. So we made a wrong assumption. And I think what's happened here is we have the E. It's still yellow here. And I think we have the R then. So this is what's going on there. So we can't end in RE, but we could start with RE. Something like, I was going to say ready, but there's no Y. We used the Y in the start. What can I do? Like, I thought of rebar, but there's no B. Relay, but there's no Y. Oh, we're getting I wonder if we could do like an ER type deal here or something. Without the Y and without ending in E, it's actually kind of hard. Feral. 2 yellows in feral. Still the E and R if we're right. Getting limited. Maybe the RE like this. That would make sense, right? I don't know why I didn't think it'd put the R second right away, but TRE. We can't double the E here because it's already yellow there. TRE, DRE. But like, how do we finish that? I'm not seeing a word. What about GRE? There's an I available. I don't see how to use it. Maybe R. Maybe just ER here? Like ERT, ERD. Isn't evert a word? It is. Still 2 yellow. I'm getting annoyed here. That would mean this, but that would mean there's nowhere for E. So we've made a bad assumption here, and we've gotten results that reinforced our bad assumption. Let's say we have, we cannot have the E, right? If it's yellow here, yellow here, yellow here, and then 1 or 2 yellows here, that's all the spots. There's nowhere for E. You had to be green somewhere. So there is no E. We're still going to assume there's no X. So I'm going to use the O and the R then and see where that goes. I need another yellow there, and I need another yellow here. But that's fine. We could do the R second still. And then where's the O go? Like here? It could be a TR. That would make more sense than using the V, I think. So let's say it's TR. And then there's an O over here somewhere. How are we doing this though? Maybe it's OR? This is what we're assuming here. We can use the A. Does that help? Or the L? The R can be in one of these first 2. The O cannot be second or third. So I'm kind of thinking, the R can't be last, right? If R was second, we could do ORA, I guess. Or rate would be great, but there's no E. What is this word? We don't have to use that T. We could use the V. So let's get rid of that. It doesn't have to be OR. I guess it could be the B. don't know if that helps. I feel like we need another vowel. I don't know how, the I can go with the O. Like we could do like an IO here. Otherwise, maybe using the A would be great somewhere. Here and then O here, I kind of like. Not getting any greens and only very few yellows per guess has been, it always makes it tough. Favor doesn't quite work, but it might be a good test if we go for that. Or labor. We can't end in R. So if we're going to use the R like this, it's got to start with R, so we might as well fill that out. And then Rato? I just don't think it's this. Okay. What assumption is not correct here? We know there can't be an E. If there's an X in the word, I'm going to cry. But we're still going to assume no X. So what if we didn't use the O? It feels like we have to, but we'd be using the B and the R yellow. This R and this R. And then an SC or N. I mean, I'm already like concerned about where this R and D go. Something like this or this. Or start with R, put the B somewhere in the middle. Can it be rabbi? No, we need a V or a T. I don't see how the V would go anywhere with this R and B like this. So we'd have to use a T. Robot? Robot doesn't work. There's no O. I got to bring in a V or a T. I got to bring in an F, A, or L. And I have to bring in an S, C, or N. So I definitely would need... So that's all... That's 1, 2, 3 more letters. All unique. So that's all the letters. So we have to have a vowel. So we bring in the A. And then we'd have to use a V or a T with an S, C, or N. And I just don't see how this B and R are fitting anywhere in order to accomplish that. So yeah, I think we have to have the O. Okay. I mean, that was my assumption, but I wanted to test it. We know there's no E. So it'd be cool to like lock assumptions that we know to be true and then have the only clear the ones that aren't locked. No N, S, or C. Am I making a faulty coloring anywhere? I'm not sure. So let's omit the R, which gives us a little bit more freedom. I tried the OR already, but I mean, maybe I missed something. So we'll do BO instead. So I need 2 of feral. And I need the V and the T. So I've already got BVTO, and I need 2 more of feral. There's no way to do that. So that's just not what happens. I have to have the R. We should start considering whether there's an X. With no E, it makes it tough to have an X. I think that means we have the O. So we'll do that again. So we have an O, we have an R. We need an F, A, or L, and a V or a T. Orate. It's tempting to guess orate just to see if I'm on the right track. I think at this point, I think a filler is necessary. I've been at this way too long. Orate has 4 yellows. So I think I got these correct. I mean, I know I got these correct because we know there's no E. So I just have to move these around. That means it's an R here. The O has to be near the end. The T, remember we have this. So the T can't be at the end. So we're not doing RT. So something along these lines. Is it ratio? It's ratio. Vowel heavy word today. Ooh. That was rough. Ratio was rough. All right. I was right. There was no X or B. There was no Jay? All right. Tough one. How'd you do?